Hi guys, Rob46 here, welcome yourselves back to Rate My Livery on Ride 4. This is a series where I give you guys different categories each week, and then it is up to you to go away and create a livery within those categories and then submit them to try and get inside the top 10. This week's category is anything, literally anything. It was entirely up to you guys, so let's get in and see what our top 10 looks like, starting off with number 10. Number 10 was submitted by Nourishment92, and he has recreated Jonathan Ray's Red Bull Honda from back in the day. Remember when Jonathan Ray stormed the BSB scene aboard the the Red Bull Honda. That just slips off the tongue, doesn't it? The Red Bull Honda, and yeah, obviously that was pretty much where his superbike career began, back in BSB. And yeah, obviously there wasn't a lot going on with the livery back then anyway, and you know, Nourishment has done a good job at recreating that, and yeah, it looks good. So nice and clean. The Red Bull logo looks good. Obviously the number 65 was at the side, which used to annoy me because I like things to be symmetrical, but that's just how they done it back then. And even today some racing numbers are to one side, but yeah, it's a good livery. It stood out as well. Obviously, a nice blue colour with the Red Bull logo slapped on the side. So, well done, Nourishment, and thank you so much for your submission. We've had loads of submissions this week, so apologies if you don't get inside the top 10. This is probably the most people have sent in their entrance for. But yeah, on to number 9. Number 9 is courtesy of Manuel Gil, and he has recreated the Fixie Suzuki from World Superbikes, which was from 2013, I think it was. They had Alex Lowe's riding for them at the time. And yeah, again, another job well done at recreating this livery. It's not one of my favourite Suzuki liveries, but yeah, you know, for recreating it, he's done a really good job. And yeah, thank you so much for submitting this. I know that obviously some people missed other categories, so I did say if you missed a category and you want to submit a livery from a previous category, obviously now's the time to do so, with this week being anything. So yeah, Manuel Gil, thank you so much for sending this livery in. You have got this week's 9th place and done a really good job at creating the livery as well, so very well done. Okay, let's go over now to number 8. So number 8 is courtesy of Chanan Hollard, and they have created another Red Bull inspired livery. This time is for the Ducati Panigale V4R, and yeah, it looks really cool. I like this livery. It looks really good on a Ducati, actually. I guess in a way you could say it looks kind of similar. Maybe it was slightly inspired by the first livery we had in this video, but maybe not. It's just obviously blue with the Red Bull logo, some other logos on there as well. But yeah, it looks really good. It looks nice and clean, and definitely looks like a decent livery. And it seems to have made a hover bike as well, because the bike isn't actually touching the ground, and the side stand is not on the ground as well. So you've definitely got the Red Bull gives you wings vibe with this one, so well done, and thank you for submitting it. Number 7 this week. So number 7 this week is courtesy of Sir Chio23, and he has created a nice looking MV Augusta livery. Actually, I'm not sure if this is a real life livery or not, but it looks really good. It's got obviously the DHL sponsor on there and some other sponsors, and I like that. You know, I don't know, I said earlier I like symmetry, but you know, one side of the tank is black and one side of it is yellow and red, and yeah, it looks really good. I really like this one. They did send in a few more, but this was the one that I liked the most out of all of the ones that Sir Chio submitted. So This is one that made it into the video. And yeah, well done. Looks really good. I like this one. It's almost the kind of colour scheme that I would go for with like red and black. But obviously a bit of a DHL yellow in there for the mix as well. Right, on to this week's number 6. Number 6 this week is courtesy of Espen. And this is a livery that he made himself, which he usually uses on Ride 4. He did actually send it to me when I sent out the first set of liveries, but didn't quite, or the first category, but didn't fit with the first category. But this definitely fits with this one. It's a really nice livery, really stands out, obviously, with that lime green colour. You've got Monster Energy on there, Muck Off as well, Barracuda, some decent sponsors on there. But yeah, it looks really professional and really good. And yeah, I do like this one. Yeah, I think maybe personally I would probably change the colour of the rims to maybe the same colour just to finish it off, but that's just me. But obviously that's something which can easily be done anyway. But yeah, I really like this one, so thank you Espen for sending in this livery for this week. Looks fantastic, so well done. Right then, it is time to get into the top 5. So at number 5 this week, courtesy of Michael My Name, and this is a GT World Challenge inspired livery on the MV Augusta. Yeah, I mean, again, he sent 2, and this was the one that I slightly preferred. The other one was really good as well, actually, but this is a Row Racing livery. You have to apologise, I don't keep up to date with the GT World Challenge, but yeah, it's a nice livery. It suits the bike really well, actually. It almost reminds me a little bit of the old, do you remember the old Effenberg Ducati livery? It reminds me a bit of that. But yeah, it looks really good, really clean, and it transfers well over from car to bike as well. And we are going to be in a little bit of a theme now, with regards to 4 wheels. But yeah, thank you Michael My Name, you've done a really good job at putting this on a beautiful MV Augusta, and it looks really, really good, so well done, and thank you for sending it in. Right then, on to number 4, and we're staying with the 4 wheels theme this time for Formula 1. Wally DJ has submitted a McLaren livery, 2008 Lewis Hamilton McLaren livery. I don't know why I struggled saying Hamilton then. But yeah, this one looks really good. I like the way that he's put this on the Aprilia, especially at the front, which we'll get to when it rotates. But again, another 4-wheel livery that suits the bike. But you see that, like, the red at the front, just on the part of the wings and the front livery, front fairing, and that looks really good. And you know, Wally DJ, as always, putting together a fantastic livery, and again looks clean, and another one, like I said, that suits both an F1 car and a bike as well. Who knew? Right, into the top 3 now. In 3rd place, sticking with the Formula 1 theme, it is Foos, and he has recreated Fernando Alonso's 2006 Renault livery, and again on an Aprilia. And this one, I actually really like this livery on the F1 car anyway. Again, it's another livery, an iconic livery. It stands out with the blue and the yellow, and again, it suits a bike really well. It's you know, I haven't seen many F1 liveries on bikes, but this one and the one that Wally DJ sent in really suits the bike really well. So yeah, well done to Foos. Looks fantastic. It's very eye-catching and very striking, that's for sure. So thank you so much for sending it in. You are this week's number 3. But yeah, I don't know how the hell you guys do stuff like this. It's beyond me. It's beyond my capabilities for liveries anyway. Right, this week's runner-up. Number 2 this week, courtesy of Michael Schutz. And he has gone with a modern twist on a Barry Sheen livery. And this one, when I saw it, I thought, wow, this looks fantastic. Obviously on a modern day GSX 1000 as well. I love it. It looks great. It looks fantastic. It's, you know, again, another iconic livery. But given that modern twist, it looks really good. I know that they have put out a Barry Sheen livery on a modern day Suzuki GSX 1000. And it just looks really good. I know some liveries, like old liveries, they do look really dated. But, you know, put on a modern bike, it looks fantastic. It looks great. I love it. That's why you are this week's number 2. But this week's number 1... Now, I will be biased with this one because it is a NHS-inspired livery. This is courtesy of Synyster Hybrid. And yeah, just thank you so much for this one. Obviously, with everything going on with the pandemic. And obviously, as someone who works for the NHS as well, I couldn't put anything other than this one in the number 1 spot. And on the side as well, it's got the quote from Sir Captain Tom Moore as well. So, yeah, thank you so much for doing this one, Synyster Hybrid. This one took me by surprise when I saw it, if I'm honest. Wasn't expecting anything like this. And like I said, as someone who works for the NHS and has done for a number of years, this one means a lot to me personally as well. So, yeah, this is why this one is this week's number 1. And it just looks great as well. I will be downloading it and using it in... some races that I do myself, so be sure to look out for that one. But it looks fantastic, and yeah, thank you so much, Synyster Hybrid, again for submitting this one. And thank you to everyone who submitted liveries this week. Again, apologies if you didn't make it inside the top 10. We had loads of people sending them in this week. And next week will be the final week for this. And next week is going to be... Well, we finished with this one in the previous series. We're going to finish with it again. It is going to be the worst livery. So, you know, just come up with really bad liveries and send them in. And it will be renamed Hate My Livery next week. So, yeah, make some bad liveries. Make them as bad as you can. Obviously, try and keep them family friendly. But yeah, I want to see some really bad liveries next week. And yeah, that will wrap us up and be the final episode of Rate My Liveries. But that is it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who submitted their liveries this week. Congratulations to the top 10. Congratulations to Synyster Hybrid for getting the number 1 spot. But yeah, I shall see you guys next time. Stay safe, wash your hands, and look after yourselves.